Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's see what Varric wants.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or... what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Why do you both look like cats that got into the cream?
She's taken a huge risk coming here herself. Maybe for both of us.
You're such a worrier. There's a giant hole in the sky. I think the Merchants Guild has bigger things to think about.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the tag?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the tag's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais? It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such, some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any tag using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance. What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
About that lead of yours, Varric.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher to pass me information without verifying it first. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible. Not likely, though. She risked the wrath of the guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Alright. So the closest entrance is right here. Obviously you gotta take Varric with you. I'll take Vivian. And... Iron Bowl, I suppose. Don't really need the second tank for what I'm about to face. No mages. No demons either, I think. Some darkspawn if I recall correctly. And Red Templars? Carta, maybe. I already cleared Valammar, by the way. I do need a better weapon, but that requires resources, which I simply do not have at the moment. I think I know an easy way to get one though. A good weapon. Besides buying it, that is. How much money do I actually have? Not a lot, in point of fact. I looked like an armored turtle, to be honest. I think it's gonna look alright in dialogue, but not so much in actual gameplay.
We've had some success around here.
Maybe I should purchase the DLC for this, at the very least, the Jaws of Hakon.
Finally. I started to think you weren't coming.
Nobody said you had to hang out in the creepy cave while you waited.
Well, I did wait, so let's make this quick. These idiots are carrying the red lyrium out in unprotected containers. We don't want to stick around long enough for it to start talking to us.
Why would the containers need to be protected?
Lyrium is incredibly dangerous in its raw form. It can poison or kill dwarves, and we're resistant to it. Sometimes it just explodes. No warning.
Basically, only crazy people mine lyrium.
The mining cast doesn't just sling it into a bucket. It's carried in special containers that keep it under control. And that's normal lyrium. The red stuff is worse. I wouldn't be surprised if most of their miners die just digging it up.
You seem to know more about the effects of red lyrium than most.
Varric told me plenty about what it did to him. And his brother.
How did you find this operation in the first place? There must be hundreds of Deep Road's entrances.
I've used this entrance in the past. Varric's not the only surface dwarf to explore the deep roads. Oh, I've got to admit, I was pretty surprised when I came here and found it full of humans.
If you're coming with us, I hope you can handle a fight.
No, I thought I'd cower helplessly while you do all the work.
She's a decent shot.
Decent?
You want me to admit you're better than me in front of the Inquisitor?
Let's not waste any more time, shall we?
Alright. Alright. Well, shit. An apt description for what we're dealing with. This is the fastest way. No need to fight all of them. It's down, I believe.
So this is what you do now?
Beg pardon?
Skulking around in caves, shooting guys? Is this your day-to-day?
I usually try to avoid the caves.
Doing a good job at it, Varric. A really phenomenal job, all things considered.
I built these doors. They probably shut this one from the other side when they heard the ruckus we were making. Ta-da!
You've been here often enough to renovate the cave?
You already know I've used this entrance in the past. I don't know if Varric's told you, but the Merchants Guild is cutthroat. Literally. I built the doors to keep rivals from following me down here and arranging accidents.
Admit it, you've been waiting to do that since we arrived.
Of course I was. After you.
Sure, lets me go down in the creepy cave.
You had me worried, you know.
What did I do now?
That letter you sent me about the red lyrium was the first I'd heard from you since the Chantry explosion.
Had it been that long?
Seriously, if you died in that mess, I'd have come back to Kirkwall and dug you up just to kick your ass.
What would you do if I'd been cremated?
Kick your ashes, of course.
Flush them out.
How is what's-his-name?
Bogdan? He's in Navarra right now, selling my machine to wealthy landowners.
I heard some of the guild were trying to get you named a paragon for that contraption.
That's not gonna happen, even if I am 10 times the smith Bianca ever was. A surfacer paragon? Never.
That's a bold fucking claim about Bianca. I hate her character. I really do fucking hate her character. She's such a cliche. Strong female character. In a nutshell. Oh, actually I should switch her staff. Like, really, BioWare, that's... She's such a pathetically weak character that they wrote there as Varric's love interest.
There you are. We won't be able to use this entrance again.
Bianca.
You were the one who leaked the Tig's location.
It's not like that. Not entirely. Shit. When I got the location, I went and had a look for myself. And I found the red lyrium, and I studied it.
You know what it does to people.
I was doing you a favor. You want to help your brother, don't you? I just wanted to figure it out.
How did you go from studying red lyrium to giving the location to Corypheus?
I found out that red lyrium... It has the blight, Varric. Do you know what that means?
What? The two deadly things combined to form something super awful?
Lyrium is alive, or something like it. Blight doesn't infect minerals, only animals. I couldn't get any further on my own, so I looked for a Grey Warden mage. Blight and magical expertise in one, right? And I found this guy, Larius. He seemed really interested in helping my research. So I gave him a key.
Larius? He was the Grey Warden we met in Corypheus's... Oh, shit. I knew something seemed off.
I didn't realize until you said you found red lyrium at Haven. I came here and, well, then I went to you.
That name means something to you, Varric?
He was at the Grey Warden prison where we found Corypheus. And he definitely wasn't a mage before.
You had to know we'd figure out what happened, Bianca. Why did you insist on coming with us?
Varric told me what people were doing with the red lyrium. I had to help make this right.
You told Varric you had a lead, so we'd straighten out your mistake.
I know I screwed up, but we did fix it. It's as right as I can make it.
This isn't one of your machines. You can't just replace a part and make everything right.
No, but I can try, can't I? Or am I supposed to wallow in my mistakes forever, kicking myself, telling stories of what I should have done?
Ha! As if I would tell stories about my own mistakes.
Oh, for pity's sake. Would you two just get a room?
Sorry, Inquisitor. We've done all we can here. Bianca, you'd better get home before someone misses you.
Varric.
Don't worry about it.
Get him killed, and I'll feed you your own eyeballs, Inquisitor.
How about I feed you your own eyeballs? I can start with that. Oh my words. I have the power to actually make that happen. Hey, I'm just the big shot in the world at the moment. The one with all the power. Probably one of the most powerful people in Phaedos at the moment. So yeah, I can fuck over anyone I want. Almost anyone I want. So, making threats against a person like that, not a good idea. For a number of good bloody reasons. Maybe I should fight the dragon. That would be a fun effect. Maybe I'd actually have a chance this time around. In vanilla, without all the patches, the changes, fighting dragons is a bloody nightmare. Might be easier though with the Trespasser DLC. The thing it does significantly is that it adds a lot of items to the base game that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. In particular, when it comes to the war table stuff, they add a lot of rewards there, for instance. So the Griffin armor, for instance, is because of the war table. There is something there. Hold on. Maybe... Yeah, I think I'll just go kill that one. I'll just replace Bull with Dorian. Or Varric with Dorian.
Inquisitor.
Oh, I see. This is a weird axe, really. I can complete this at the very least.
Dispatch for you.
Take your dispatch and fuck off with it. I really, really like the Exalted Plains in terms of graphics. Like, just this particular area, it looks really nice.
Your worship.
I'm glad to have answers, but... shit. The second she showed up here, I knew. I let this mess happen. I gave her the tig. I am not good at dealing with shit like this.
I don't think anyone is equipped any better than you are.
No, the point is... I don't deal with things. If Cassandra hadn't dragged me here, I'd be in Kirkwall right now pretending none of this was happening.
Sounds like Cassandra did you a favor then.
Maybe she did. Thank you for your help back there.
After all this, do you think you'll see Bianca again?
I always do. I've got a minute if you need something.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
How do you know Bianca? The lady. I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with, mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married? Somehow I thought the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas, surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here. What can I do for you, Inquisitor?
There you are. Something to be jealous.
Corypheus is taking the lot of them apart.
The Inquisition is on its tail.
Inquisitor.
At your service. What? I just know that you could shake this world to its foundation.
Either I'm missing... I need more reputation with Blackwall, which makes no sense to me, or something's wrong. There's also Dorian's quest as well that's not triggering. Those are the two quests that are simply not fucking triggering at the moment when they should be triggering. Oh my god. She's not here. Mother Giselle should be in this fucking hall and she should be giving me a quest.
Honored, Inquisitor. Gotzi Sturhald. Did my part on the walls, and now I'm on this. Don't know its worth to the... Couldn't stand... damnedest things. Who better, right?
Means are abundant. Many are those who rise up against me, but my faith
Your
sustains
worship.
me.
I don't know what else to do.
Leliana gave me the note that the hero of Ferelden included for me. She may even have left it sealed. A pity. She would have learned things that could make even an Orlesian blush. Now, was there anything else?
I'll try and reload. Either that or I need to clear more... Or I need to enter more areas specifically. It's not clearing the areas, I think.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
I'd like...
If you have questions.
Let's see about this. I'm gonna test this theory, actually. Gonna go for the shards. It might work. I fall flat on my face because of it. We'll see about it all. There's gotta be a trigger for some of this. So, I'll investigate the shards, because that's what you do. Well, also partly because investigating the shards. So, some Viridium, some Paragon Luster, all that nonsense.
Inquisitor, I'm afraid we got here a little late. The Venatori were already here.
We assume they're moving on the temple.
Have you learned anything more about the temple?
Sorry, we haven't been able to get close.
Anything else I should know?
Not much to tell. A mining company out of Valammar used to have an interest here, but economies change, and they moved on. Strange the miners never marked the temple on their maps. Oh, and some of the scouts saw a giant roaming in the area. Keep your eyes open. Don't want you to get stepped on.
You might be stepped on. I won't. So anyway, this is not a big area. What am I doing here? Well, partly to see if that would trigger it, partly to get the weapon. Actually. I need more power, actually. So, in here, in this area, somewhere lies, on this side if I remember, lies a secret there, or kind of secret really, not that secret, where I can find the weapon. It's in the desert. I stumbled upon it on my first run. Now I'm deliberately looking for it. Don't know where the fuck it is, but I'll see about it.
Nothing for miles. Long way to travel for a mining contract.
True. Something's off, isn't it? It's somewhere. I just really don't remember where the fuck it was. I guess this is something you need to check on the wiki. I thought it was on that side though, apparently not. There's a rift. I'll go further there, and if fast travel triggers, then, well, I went too far. But I know it's, assuming it is in this area. Might have remembered the area Valley. It might be in it, one of the reasons. Venatori. Our dear friends, the Venatori. It is somewhere. I give up. Let's just kill him.
Venatori, on your feet!
Well, Harding told us they were here. Keep your guard up.
They are indeed here. Alright, that's enough of that. Gonna go back to Skyhold and try and figure... There's gotta be a trigger or something. Doing the mission, by the way, is completely pointless because the shard thing. Because you need to collect every single shard in the rest of the game if you want to unlock that. Fully, that is. But that's the point, really. You want to unlock that fully.
Inquisitor.
Inquisitor?
Oh, wait, by the way, small thing. There's a wedding.
Why not? Order is restored to Orlais thanks to their efforts and their efforts alone.
Those are worldly concerns. We're talking about... future voice of the Maker.
Who will no doubt be someone already in the Inquisition. You know this as well as I.
It will be Vivian.
Fair, but I've seen better.
I am in full agreement.
What the fuck?
Hello?
I suppose.
Please calm yourself. You'll cause yourself harm.
Gaspard rules.
Lights in the shadow.
In their blood,
Maybe.
The Maker's will is written.
make a smile upon you.
In a time of uncertainty, when our leaders fail, you stand shining.
Creator,
Same
see me
old.
near, for I walk only where you would bid me. Stand only in places you have bled.
Same old.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon me, I shall embrace the light. I shall weather the storm. I shall endure what you have created.
There's supposed to be a wedding. What the hell? I just don't know where. That's that, actually. Might be here.
If we might hurry this along. One cannot rush the match.
Might I interrupt to bless these proceedings?
Goodness. Inquisitor, your worship is an unexpected complication.
You could not ask for a more topical leader. I welcome you to speak at this union.
Just get it over with. Your standing is publicly known. If you feel so inclined, Inquisitor.
We bring together two houses. And yes, we create a powerful union. But this role is not all we are. A joining of convenience allows our world to function, but passion, real love, can still be found.
Well, that's rather enough. But we could be open. Appearance only.
A standard arrangement. I see no reason to hold your youth hostage. Really, this was her idea.
Then I can do both. The role and find him.
The lady of a strong house has wiles where she wishes.
Then I have messages to send. I will amend this love of convenience with a pure one. Our Lady blesses those who are certain of purpose. This is too far.
Oh, stow it, you joyless bat.
Your worship, you will never know how grateful I am for all you have done. Nor I, Inquisitor. Nor I.
I might actually have to do the whole affair with the temple to trigger Blackwell's quest. I don't remember when it triggered last time. I think it might have been at that point. I certainly know Dorian's thing triggered very late, but that's because it took them a long fucking time to actually patch it in. I've got no problem with that, obviously.
Your worship.
You know what? I'll clear out the Valammar and judge that. You get someone to judge in that situation. That might be enough to actually trigger Mother Giselle. Costin signing out.